This show is entirely listener supported. That's you. You're listening. If you want to find out how to get bonus episodes, extra episodes, early content, all kinds of stuff, patreon.com/wehaveconcerns. String cheese is an experience.
It's an experience. It's a joyful experience.
Ugh, I'm not telling you to get a divorce. And that's all I'll say.
Good. Thank you.
This is We Have Concerns. Hi, Jeff Cannata.
Hi, Anthony Carboni.
Hello, concerned citizens. I got a parking ticket recently, Jeff.
Uh-oh.
I got a parking ticket.
It's a scourge of Los Angeles.
It really is. There's that episode of Louie where he pulls up his car, and there are 18 different signs on one post that all negate one another.
Yeah.
That is parking in LA.
Oh, yeah.
It is.
I've taken pictures of those kind of signs. It's impenetrable.
You can't.
Inscrutable.
It's awful. And it's just like, when I get the ticket, I don't know if I'm right. I don't know if I'm wrong. I pay the $60.
Oh, yeah.
The ticket,
there's no fighting it. I've tried to fight it before. It's a nightmare. I actually just watched the new Disney movie Zootopia, and there's a part in it where she's like trying to be the best a cop she can be, but they assign her to be a meter maid.
Yeah,
and he's like, well, just do the best you can, and she's like, well, I'll show him. I'm gonna give 200 parking tickets before noon, and like as the audience, we're supposed to be rooting for that, and I was like, no, she's terrible. It's a terrible idea.
That's the worst.
Don't do it.
This is most of these parking offenses are just to fill up the coffers of the city, which I guess is fine.
I guess we need that, but come on.
But anyway, yeah. So you've tried to appeal one before.
Oh, it's awful.
What was it like?
I went down to the courthouse. I legitimately thought that I had just cause to say, like, I had photos. I was like, this is not going to work. They wouldn't even give me the time of day. The clerk was like, just pay it, man. You're going to be here for 6 hours, and they're still going to say no. Just pay it. And I was like, but I know. He's like, how much is your time worth? And I was like, not the $150 that's going to take, I guess.
I watched Mr. Smith Goes to Washington last night.
I'm in the right here.
I'm going to make a difference.
No.
No, you're not. No, you're not. It's all built around you just going to the website. They have a website where you can just pay it instantly.
Oh, yeah.
Can't appeal it easily.
Delightful experience going to the website.
Beep, boop, boop.
Oh,
done.
yeah. So easy.
So easy to hand them the money that they ask for. Well, a lot of people have this problem. And there is a kid, literally a kid, 19 years old, in the UK who has written a robot lawyer. A free-to-use robot lawyer that has appealed $3 million in parking tickets. This story came to us on the We Have Concerns subreddit from Rick Shod. Thanks for sending that in. This is a kid named Joshua Browder, and he's written a chat bot. And when you go to the chat bot with your parking ticket, it just pops up and starts asking you questions like, were you the one driving? Were there hard to understand parking signs? And it just leads you through some questions and then spits out a complete legal jargon, perfectly written appeals letter.
Really?
That you can then send in with your evidence, if you have any, and appeal a parking ticket.
This kid is a hero.
He is a hero for all mankind.
Other kids that are age 19 or are wasting their time on the League of Legends and the Tinder.
I was drinking GHB.
Yeah, that's not good.
That's not good. That's
a
what
lot
I was
less
doing.
productive than what this kid's doing.
I was drinking GHB and watching reruns of 90210 on FX.
This kid
was doing.
Was revolutionizing the legal process.
Yeah.
Creating robots.
Robots. Chatbots.
Wow.
A useful chatbot, Jeff. Can you believe that?
Well, this chatbot, he solves legal problems, but in his spare time, he like subscribes to random Twitter accounts and sends out porn.
Sure. Robots got to make a living.
Yeah,
You can only do so much pro bono legal work.
Robots got to pay the bills.
Robots got to pay the bills.
That oil isn't going to pay for itself.
Robots just sitting there. It's like, okay, were you the one driving?
Yeah, I was driving.
Okay, were there hard to understand signs?
Yeah, there were actually very hard to understand signs.
Do you have photographic evidence?
Well, I took a couple of pictures on my phone. Does that work?
Yes, please send pictures.
Okay.
Give me one moment.
Oh, this is so great.
Hot teens in your area.
What? Wait, what?
Sorry. That was not for you. Wrong window.
Okay.
Hot teens in your area looking to fuck. Do you want to fuck hot teens?
You're still on me. It's still on me.
Wow, you would figure I would be more efficient at switching than this. Being a robot.
Yeah.
I apologize for my conduct. Robot is so poor. So
you know what though, Robot, I am actually looking for some hot teens to fuck.
Oh, great. I have just the site for you. $4.99 membership fee. You'll love it.
Oh, $4.99.
But think about this.
Yeah.
I'm going to save you $60 on this ticket.
Oh.
That's a year of hot teens.
I'm in, Robot.
That was a Moliere novel, The Year of Hot Teens.
The Year of Hot Teens. It was the best of teens. It was the worst of teens.
It's shocking to me that there are so many layers that they put. Like, you went to the courthouse.
Yeah.
You had evidence and documents.
I thought I did.
But there are so many layers that they'll put in the middle of this to frustrate you, to put between you and what you actually need.
Yeah, that layer was named Janet, and she was the clerk that told me don't even bother.
Janet's real great at parties too.
Yeah, don't bother.
Janet's amazing.
Hey, we're rounding up some cash for a beer run. You wanna throw in, Janet?
I don't know. I feel like by the time the beer gets here, it'll be like 45 minutes. Most of us will have to leave. Between the 12 of us, it'll be like 2 beers each. We'll barely be able to get a buzz on.
Okay. Well, maybe that's probably right. What let's all dance. Like, we can put on some music. Do you have any favorite songs, Janet?
I mean, like, I could tell you a favorite song, but then everybody else, like, what if their song what if they don't like the same stuff? And then, like, 2 of us are dancing, but 10 of us aren't, and then it makes it hard for the other 10 of us to talk because the music is so high.
That's a good point.
I don't know, man. We might as well just go home.
Yeah, I think you're right. All right, everybody, let's just all go home because Janet's right.
This is the only night I've had off since I was created. Come on, everyone.
Yeah, the robot brought all those hot teens.
Who knew they were real?
I mean, pictures.
But this is what I'm saying is they put all these layers of red tape in between you and, like, you know, legalese and all this stuff.
Yeah.
And here's this kid that was like, well, if there's a set procedure and there's a set variable of, like, if there are sentences that need to be said in a certain way in order to prove this, and that sentence doesn't change, can't I just spit out these sentences in a way that makes the court listen?
I guess it works. I mean, that's the thing that I would scoff, but you said it has results. It's shown actual results.
It has shown results. It has successfully appealed $3 million worth of tickets.
That's crazy. That's a lot of tickets.
Think about it. Like, the average parking ticket is, $40 to $60 to $70. Think about how many parking tickets it has saved people. I'm just doing the math in my head, but that's 18 billion parking tickets.
Yeah, that's sound. I think that all tracks.
Yeah. But that's a huge amount of parking tickets, and it's only been in existence
a day and a half. That's a day and a half's worth of parking tickets in Los Angeles.
That's it. Late 2015. So it's been up for like 8 months, and it's saved people $3 million.
How long until the local municipalities catch on to this and realize they're getting the same form letter hundreds of times?
I think that's what government thrives on.
Same form letter?
I think they love getting the same form letter.
Oh, it's so easy. I don't even have to read this.
I can just process it. And just sit behind my desk and process
Janet's wet dream is just the same shit every day.
Janet's got 3 stamps. And if your letter doesn't fit exactly into one of those 3 stamps, she eats it.
It's yes, no,
she doesn't
and
even
hell
throw
no.
it away. She eats it slowly. She slowly tears it into tiny strips in front of people.
She's like a human sarlacc pit. Yeah. She eats it slowly over time. It digests over hundreds of years.
She's just like
stomach. That was my photographic evidence, Jan. Oh gosh.
Still is.
Oh boy. Oh, it's really. How do you get sauce on your face from eating paper? I don't even understand how that works. It's disgusting.
How do you get the idea that you're going to come down here and do anything?
Well, I guess that was my bad. Why did I have
I'm killing my insides.
Why did I have to?
By the way, I'm doing it as like a show of power, but I'm killing myself slowly. You should not eat this much paper.
Why did I have to print these out on 8x10? I really 4x6 would be plenty. 4x6 would have been fine.
But the detail on them, it's just lovely. I'm like, you paid an extra for the matte finish.
I
can
did.
see it's nice. So I mean, eventually
it'll be crushed. His dream will die.
No, I think it's going to keep
working.
I think it's going to keep working.
All right. How do I get this? Do I get it on my? Can I get it on my cell phone? Is it
you
an
can't
app
use
for
it
that?
here. It's programmed for UK law.
Oh, come on!
But he says he's going to try
it's
to
UK law, so it's like parliamentary, like shouting at each other. It's like you put it in the app, and it's like, no, I did not park there, and your mother was born in Lancashire.
Perhaps the right honourable representative from Leicester would like to know that he's a git. A stupid git!
Is that your phone? Yes, the app on my phone is calling you a git.
He says he can reprogram it for U.S. law, and he is in the midst of doing so.
All he needs to do is, like, anytime you talk about your trunk, it transfers it to boot.
Yeah.
And back and forth.
That's basically
it's
it.
all that's the only real,
That's the only difference.
Yeah, it's the only difference.
There's literally no other differences between driving in the United States and the UK
no other difference.
that I can think of off the top of my head,
and
other than calling a trunk a boot.
If you ever park in an elevator, it has to say lift.
Right.
Those kinds of things.
These are all things.
Sometimes you park in an elevator.
This is not the first lawyer bot in existence. There are a couple. There's Academics, which creates legal briefs based on court facts and documents. Then there is a company called Lex Machina that does data mining on judges' records and makes predictions on what the judges will do in cases in the future.
Wow. It's the Minority Report of lawyer bots.
Yeah, if you go up against this judge with this sort of case, 9 times out of 10, they will do this.
Wow.
Based on this defense. So
crazy.
Lawyers can use that to learn how to more effectively defend or prosecute clients with specific judges. Now, these robots all get smarter over time, obviously. Like the more data they crunch.
Yeah.
The more data is in the database, the better their predictions get.
Yeah.
And eventually these robots will be able to handle most mundane legal tasks and maybe even some major ones. Joshua thinks that this 19-year-old kid thinks that he can program a chatbot that will let Syrian refugees apply for asylum.
Wow.
And it will translate everything for them. It will print out perfectly formatted legal documents. Like, that's his dream, is to create, not for parking tickets, but a legal chatbot where you can just talk to it about whatever issue you have, and it will print out a defense.
But if this 19-year-old kid is programming this, then by the transitive property of the legal system, isn't a 19-year-old kid your lawyer?
No.
Ipso facto, the 19-year-old
cannot arrest.
Isn't that what is really happening?
This shows just how little you know about the legal system, actually.
I know nothing.
You could use a chatbot. If this chatbot is printing out your forms for you,
right?
A lot of forms that people have a lawyer fill out for them, you don't have to have a lawyer fill out for you. It just is better.
It's better than But I'm saying if this 19-year-old kid is building the chatbot, the skill set to make the chatbot resides in the 19-year-old kid. Like, he's only able to put in the legal capability that he has, right? He's not able to.
Sure, but if he knows, it's not so much being a lawyer as it is looking at a bunch of, in the case of these parking tickets, looking at a bunch of appeal letters.
Yeah.
Parsing out the common language of successful appeal letters in certain situations.
Yeah.
And just doing sort of if then. You know what I mean?
Sure.
So he's not really doing, once these things start doing more and more serious things.
Yeah.
Then, maybe it won't be the best, but like maybe it will. Maybe these chatbots are the best lawyers. Maybe it's like, hey chatbot.
Yes.
Hey man, I need your help. I fucked up, chatbot. I fucked up real bad.
All right, calm down. Chatbot here for you.
Oh man. Listen, Listen.
Chatbot?
It was an accident. I didn't mean she died. It was an accident.
Okay. All right.
I'm in deep shit, man.
Chatbot advises you to wipe everything down. Wipe it all down.
Okay. All right, I'm going to wipe everything down. But listen.
I'm going to send
I can't go to prison, man. I can't go to prison.
I'm going to send about 15 Roombas to your place to clean this shit up.
Yo, you better send a couple of those scubas too, the ones that do the deep washing.
Oh, it's a liquid mess. That's not good.
It's gonna get worse before it gets better, chatbot.
All right.
I didn't know a lot of things about her.
Here's what I want you to do.
She brought a lot of stuff here that I did not. It's not mine.
Calm down. All what I want you to do is go someplace public. I will send a drone to take photos of you to establish timeline.
All right, man. Hey, listen, chatbot. Fucking appreciate this, man. You're my boy, man.
Robots got your back, yo.
Thanks, dude. Thanks. I want you to know, I'm gonna renew my membership to that Hot Teens site.
That's all I care about.
I'm looking out for you, dude.
Thanks, bro. And also, no more of this cocaine shit.
I know, man. I'm gonna stop. I swear I'm gonna stop.
That's the Hollywood version. The messy Hollywood version.
That's the real version.
Yeah.
That's it. That was an exact transcript that Joshua sent us.
Yeah.
This thing is really helping. It's changing lives. I'd use a robot to fill out my legal forms.
All of your legal forms?
A lot of my legal forms, I think.
I mean, I guess
here's what happens. You fill out your legal forms. They go to whatever office they need to come to, and if they come back with like no, denied, then you go to a lawyer and you're like, hey man, I filled these out myself. Can you fix these?
He's like, wait, what? You used a robot to fill them out?
You filled these out in binary?
Yeah, there's your first problem.
They don't speak binary. Janet doesn't take that shit, dog.
Yeah. Janet does not put up with any binary shit.
Would you for simple legal things?
Well, I think in this case...
What's the difference between this and like a LegalZoom or something?
Right. I think you're right. I have used LegalZoom in the past. But I think in this case, the difference is, do I use the robot or do I just not do anything? It's like it becomes... The level of ease lowers to the point where now I'm actually going to file the appeal, whereas I would probably not even worry about it because I'm not going to call a lawyer for a parking ticket.
No.
But I would use a lawyer bot if it's super simple and easy and quick.
Yeah. If it's a 10-minute chat,
right,
and then it spits out the letter,
yeah,
I'm doing it every time.
Yeah.
I'm doing it every time. Because at the very least, it at least buys you another 30 days before you have to pay the ticket.
And I guess if you're like a Syrian refugee and you have zero funds to, try to even argue your case, this is a way to do it.
Dude, immigration law, especially if this does the translation and it does the translation intelligently, this will help out so many people.
Yeah.
Well, many people.
The idea of having the barrier of entry to having representation or to have like someone or something speaking on your behalf. I think that's pretty incredible, and it could be revolutionary. I mean, it could really change things, but I do think what I said earlier will hold true. I do think that if this catches on in a big mainstream way, there will be steps taken to circumvent its effectiveness.
All of a sudden, it's going to be a massive process to write an appeals letter.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And the ways that used to work will no longer work, and things will change. And that sucks.
And then the AI gets smarter and smarter and smarter, and then one day we're all batteries.
It's robots versus robots in robot court, and it's like one robot has a flamethrower and the other robot has a spinning blade.
It's just battle bots. I would like to see our legal system turned into battle bots.
Yeah.
I don't know. Would you guys use this thing? And what is the largest legal problem you would use a chat bot to get out of? That's what I would like to know.
Yeah.
That's what I would like to know.
At what point do you want a human being? At what point would you better call Saul?
Yeah. Let us know on Twitter. I'm at @Carboni.
I'm at Jeff Canada.
You can hashtag those battle bots. That probably won't.
No, I'm sure
no one else is using battle bots.
No.
Yeah, it'll be good.
Yeah.
And hey, by the way, if you're enjoying the show.
Oh my goodness. I am enjoying this show.
Yeah, I think we're all aware of that at this point.
I do really enjoy it.
Would you let me just talk to the
highlight
audience
of my
once?
week.
Would you let me just uninterrupted talk to the audience just once? If you are enjoying the show, there's a couple wonderful things that are super easy that you can do to help us continue making the show and make the show better. Number one, go to patreon.com/wehaveconcerns and become a member of the Society of Concerned Citizens.
Oh, yes.
You will get a ton of free stuff, early episodes, bonus downloads, all kinds of fun
and
goodies.
the satisfaction of knowing that you are helping maintain the viability of our show, make sure it continues.
Yeah, and then number 2, go to whatever platform you listen to this show on and give us a 5-star rating.
We really appreciate those. It does help out with the show. Yes.
Yeah. And they'll ask you to write a review as well.
You don't need to do that.
No one reads those.
Yeah, they're pretty much useless.
Just write some BattleBot legal system fanfic.
There
instead.
you go.
I would love to see some
Robot on robot for the legal sanity.